Eubank is just waiting. Oh, what about that? Oh,
Crashing into the stuffy world of boxing.
Chris Eubank, man. We here, man.
Bang! Knockout. All over. Bang! Knockout. All over.
Chris Eubank embodied both the meticulous gentleman and a primal predator in the ring.
Oh, right hand!
Said shut up.
With a raw natural power complemented by a velvet tongue.
Let's have
Where
some
you from?
parliamentary procedure here, all right?
Oh, God.
He defended his championship title 17 times, staying invincible for an
17
entire
times?
decade.
17 times. Why he never? I don't hear people talk about Chris Eubank like that. I don't hear a lot of people.
Today we'll admire the chivalrous manners and pugilistic aesthetics of a true master
And
of the
overhand
squared
crazy
circle.
though. That uppercut was nasty.
Master of the squared circle.
Y'all was hey.
Christopher Eubanks was born in
Hold on.
England to Jamaican parents
England,
in
okay.
1966.
To
The
Jamaican
youngest of 3
parents.
children, he grew up on the outskirts of London, where he quickly fell into the street life, engaging in petty theft. At 15, the teen troublemaker was expelled from school, so his father decided to send him to his mother in New York. In the unfamiliar Bronx, Eubanks followed his older brother's example, joining a gym and soon realizing why A-grade students stay away from boxing. It's too easy to get the F beat out of you. Around this time, he dropped the S from his surname, probably due to his lisp.
That's what boxing teaches.
Hold on. So his daddy lived in England, but they from Jamaica, but his mama lived in New York. That's crazy. But y'all told me, y'all was spamming his name since I did the Sugar Ray Leonard video. So we here now. We here. But look, man, like, comment, subscribe, man. I appreciate everybody for following the journey, discovering these legends, man. It's great. Legends. Chris Eubank, I ain't never really heard about Chris Eubank before, ever, so. 17 title defenses?
Probably
here for it, man.
due to his lisp.
We here for it. Let me know y'all want me to
what
read 2
boxing
next, though, man.
teaches.
Let me know who y'all want to read 2 next in
And
the
in
comments. Y'all already
1985,
know.
he jumped into the professional ring, immediately showing the makings of a knockout artist.
I told you.
Oh, man, look at that left hand on the chin.
In his early
I like
fights,
his
the agile Brit
personality, though.
indulged in the enchanting routine of jab dueling,
It's bursting with confidence. And we are pronouncing it right.
gradually adding accentuated right hands.
Oh,
He also alertly intercepted attacks,
Oh my God, he's stiff. I'm talking about. Oh my.
methodically assembling combinations from different angles.
speed this up now, and Jacobs will fly in there any second. There it is. It's all over.
In '88, Chris
He sit in a pocket with it too. Stiff ones.
returned to the UK with a
Still
stunning
one.
cross.
At the end of this, the first of a scheduled 63 minute
Ooh,
rounds.
This
yeah.
long-range missile would turn into a nightmare for the 160-pound middleweight roster.
Good right hand from Eubank.
Over the next year, Eubank had 9 bouts, in each case phlegmatically alternating levels,
Both on the left eye.
and avoiding damage with feline grace.
Well, we saw
He systematically exposed defensive cracks.
Oh my God.
Right hand.
A drilling uppercut proved quite
He got,
helpful.
bro.
Chris Eubank is the sort of
I can't even explain his style, bro. It's just different.
Really now, he's got his man on the hook. Is he going to let him off? The American goes down. Roy Francis has
Bam.
seen enough.
Opponents fell into the abyss, one after another.
a matter of
Looking so apprehensive. Oh!
Bro, he hit hard, bro.
However, the young fighter's unbridled ego wasn't to everyone's taste.
You, the media, it seems, always say I'm arrogant and overconfident. I am assertive.
I'm assertive.
I'm not overconfident, and I'm not arrogant.
With the new
Tell
nickname,
him, man.
Simply the Best,
What are you
Chris
talking about?
demonstratively poured fuel on the fire, toying with both his adversary and the audience.
And Eubank
Yet the result remained the same.
clearly stung by those rights. He's got him on the right hand, and he's down.
By early 1990, Eubank had already secured his 20th victory without a single mishap.
Picked off at will here by this master.
Yes, it reminds me a bit of Apollo Creed and the Rocky film. Now there's Conan, he's on his way out now. He's been badly hurt. Side uppercut, left take, yeah.
But his manners increasingly irritated the local conservative crowd.
They don't seem to like you. I wonder why.
It's always the way. They'll see me again fighting for a world title, because they will like me.
Half a year
They
later,
will like
a
me.
ticket to the big league was at stake. After closely listening to the referee, Eubank greeted the guest, who didn't reciprocate and received a dose
Bro.
of proper etiquette.
That nigga like, hey, bro, he like he in a movie or something. I ain't gonna lie, him and Prince Raheem, they different. Nah, I ain't gonna
Dose
lie.
of proper etiquette.
Sleep.
Folding the Brazilian with a stupendous blow in 10 seconds.
Big shot.
The Brit posed against the backdrop of his art piece, inspiring 16-year-old Nassim Hamed to seal his fate and address the
Was that Prince Raheem?
inspiring 16-year-old Nassim Hamed
Say it ain't so.
to seal his fate and address the champion.
You are mine, you belong to me. I am the man.
Of course, we're talking
I
about
am the
Nigel
man.
Benn there.
I ain't gonna lie, he looks scary. I ain't
The
gonna
bold
lie.
challenge reached its addressee. The WBO monarch Nigel Benn weaved under punches to load up his signature hooks,
Oh, shit.
delivering them with metronomic regularity. With a pair of concrete blocks in his gloves,
Sponsored tonight by Croxley Script. And that is
he often didn't allow opponents to see the second round. Moreover, unlike Eubank, Nigel was England's favorite son, so the promoters seized the marketing opportunity, good guy versus bad guy.
Ah, so he from England too. Okay. Why they trying to, they always try to make, bruh. Why gotta be the, it's fun being the
Chris,
bad guy
thanks to his
sometimes though,
talent
so
for
I
public
understand.
speaking, made Ben antsy.
He's the real hype. I come up the hard way. I didn't have Frank Warren.
myself, boy.
You had your time. Let's have some parliamentary procedure here, all right?
Oh, God.
So there seems an element of genuine hate between these two, Ambrose.
For sure.
I don't hate the man. I just want his WBO title. Hate destroys the game and makes it look brutal and...
All right, gentlemen, you both signed the
I
contract.
personally do hate him.
Damn.
So is there any
That's
point
what-
in me asking you to shake hands after signing the contract?
No.
So therefore, what you have
Why he
here is
hate
the
him?
competent intellectual boxer against the shallow-minded puncher.
He's such an unusual man.
The champion immediately tested the challenger's chin,
Stand-up sluggers that he
Oh!
knows.
Ooh! Get right, Chris.
earning ovations with each connection.
Get right, oh!
that was the shot, Reg.
But
Get
Eubank
right!
didn't crumble under the pressure.
Going to try to evade the punches rather than block them, and that could be dangerous, Reg. There's nothing wrong with his temperament. He looks very calm as they come into the ring.
And by the end of the second round, he'd established his counter game.
The A championships.
Bop, bop, bop. Ooh, ooh. Them hurt.
Shot that was.
Punches, Reg. He's not going to be able to strut. He's going to have to try.
That left foot hurt. That left foot hurt him.
Shot that was.
Punches, Reg. He's not going to be able to strut. He's going to have to try and hurt Ben.
That hurt.
He's done Ben, but
That hurts.
A left hook buckled Ben's knees,
That
forcing him
hurt.
to unusually seek safety behind a high guard.
Ben's so dangerous.
Watson, but it didn't work.
Ben's legs are shaking.
Oh, and good
In the third, Nigel got his
Yeah.
payback.
in Atlantic City.
Oh!
So Eubank is still backing off, Reg, and you would think that's
Oh, he hit with an uppercut
But
though!
even this didn't help silence the annoying
That nigga got a
adversary,
brick
First
chin.
minute gone then, and he...
which additionally heated the atmosphere in the ring.
Oh, he rocked there as well.
Oh!
End of the third.
Nevertheless, Eubank maintained his presence of mind even amidst chaos, technically punishing the champion's misses.
Draw. Oh, he does it.
Yeah, it has.
Oh!
Lovely shot.
Backing up to the ropes,
How did he fall? I do not know.
Ben to come forward.
Ben exploded with an uppercut,
The business, well, he's mixing it in a World Cup.
touched up the liver,
Eubank, just as it landed,
and flipped the tables again.
for Eubank, he started to
Ah!
stretch, and his defenses are
By the midpoint, the movement minimalist Chris had made adjustments,
too often. He's made Ben miss, and then he's grabbed.
controlling distance. He feinted to draw out Nigel's blitzes
He's trying to draw a lead. There he goes, draws the lead.
and instantly parried them.
The boxer's gum shield is knocked out.
So he's trying to.
Oh!
Two good shots now.
Then Ben urgently encroached on family values.
Made up his mind. Eubank has got it. Oh,
I think he might.
Yeah, it's
and
a
began
bit.
mixing fair body shots
Now that was a good body punch, didn't it?
with borderline low blows before switching upstairs.
Another low blow, and it's going to make a meal of that. But they're calling Ben on, saying take no notice.
His tactic fully paid off.
Oh!
No block.
Oh!
What?
Worried about preserving his
dropped
lineage,
him?
Eubank got hit on the back of the head with a sneaky overhand.
Well, there's no point in him shouting at him.
But the Jamaican gentleman attributed the knockdown to a gust of wind and, not without trouble, reached the pit stop.
Eubank is showing that was a rubber.
Again, had a couple of good rounds, so it's really pretty even at this point.
He opened the 9th round with a masterful check hook.
Missed it and he ducked away down.
Bomb! Yeah, get right. Come on, Chris, get right, man. What
Threw
you
a spear
doing?
cross
He's going to have to strike himself.
and, outboxing the champion, detonated a couple of patented dynamite sticks.
Get right. Yeah, get right. Yeah, oh
Ben
yeah.
could no longer resist.
Oh yeah. Put him down. Put him down. Go for the kill. Go for the kill.
The eyes watch red.
Go for the kill.
This will be the finish of the belt.
And it's all over in the 9th round.
Throughout
Yeah.
the entire exhausting battle,
That was a
Eubank
good
didn't
fight,
forget
though,
about
I ain't
the virtuoso side of pugilism.
That was a good
See
fight.
what he says, but
That was a great
tremendous
fight.
finish. Well done, Eubank.
With gold around his waist,
Chris
he first
Eubank.
addressed his beloved.
Karen, can we get married now? Can we get married?
Listen, this is a new site.
Marry me, Karen.
And paid respect
Marry me,
to his
Karen.
rival.
He's an unbelievable puncher. I said I wouldn't embrace him or anything, but you see, he's won my respect. I need to go to the hospital. I'm in too much pain to talk, really.
Championship status sparked keen interest in the extravagant persona of 24-year-old Eubank. The boxer dressed like
24.
a 19th century aristocrat,
He said I'm champ at 24. Nobody can't
attended
stop me.
social events, and spoke with an upper-class accent and with a charming lisp.
I mean, people say to me, what would you say to a young child? You know, would you like to be a role model? I say simply this, right? I'm not going to encourage no child out there to become...
Where he learned that? What the fuck? How do you even fight like that? How do you even, bro? What?
a fighter. That's something I wouldn't do because this game is too hard. Go to school and endeavor to stay there.
Such a jarring paradox ruffled the feathers of the British audience. In the ring, a prideful beast. In life, a gracious gentleman.
I can't imagine Chris ever having fun doing anything.
You do have fun doing some things, don't you, Chris?
I certainly do. I'd have fun having a private conversation with that particular lady.
Connoisseur
Yeah,
of
Chris.
classics and refined conversationalist.
You are intelligent.
Stop
The
playing me.
trouble is that you
That's what
think
I
you're a
do.
genius. Now, do you think that's a cruel observation?
It's not cruel at all. I did not say I was a genius. You assumed that I thought that, so then there must be some truth in it.
Nevertheless, the media refused to believe in the sincerity of such contrast, regularly accusing Eubank of posturing. Eubank himself had a clear explanation for the duality of his nature.
There is a performer and there is a man, and the two are not the same. When I go into the ring to perform, I behave differently. I can't help it. He's arrogant and he's bold. He's lion-hearted.
You
but the
gotta
man
be
is a
like
normal
that, man. You gotta be like that.
Yes.
Meanwhile, having heard the coveted yes from Karen, and celebrating an addition to the family, Chris returned to defend his title against the equally
they love throwing
versatile
dick in
Gary
them.
Stretch with a record of 22-1. The
Well,
lanky
Chris
southpaw
Eubank said,
shone in
I'm
the ring.
Timothy. Oh!
Moonlighted as a model, and later appeared in a dozen Hollywood films, and even managed to throw down with Alexander the Great.
Did you conquer Asia by yourself, Alexander? Or is his blood no longer good enough? Zeus? Ammon, is it?
You insult me, Clytus! You mock my family! Be careful!
In April '91, Stretch didn't drag it out.
So Eubank still not comfortable coming forward, Rod.
A minute gone in the 4th round then.
Holding his own against the champ.
See, Stretch is just...
Get right.
To box Eubank because he's not
Faking entries,
to find any rhythm in the first round. And I think that's what he must continue to do. He must...
Eubank worked the body for several rounds,
Yeah, that punch was well low from...
increasingly switching upstairs.
Actually, good box jab.
Oh!
Oh, Tim, I've said it to you before.
Thing to do, and it's cost him dearly. But that's a shot. That's really shaking Stretch.
They coming fast now.
And he wants to touch down. That's what he wants to do. Take a...
Setting it up with feints, Eubank fired a 1-2
Boxing with his chin now all the way through the contest.
and didn't let the challenger off the hook.
Now that shot really shook him up.
Among 10,000 spectators, none watched more intently than Michael Watson, known by the catchy nickname, The Force.
The Force.
Watson didn't nap on defense.
Still badly shaken. Look at his eyes. He's hit him with the elbow.
Oh, right hand again, and he's gone.
Handed Nigel Benn his first loss.
Oh, he's gone.
And finished 24 guys in style.
Beautiful
Watson, beautiful right.
Oh, he's just standing there in the corner, Eubank.
In a duel of two crafty
Eubank different,
counterpunchers,
though.
predictably, neither was turning the other cheek.
He gets his own chin out of harm's way. He is very good.
His style is so different, though.
As Watson steps in.
How do you fight like
The
that?
chanting of the crowd.
They're throwing haymakers. They're trying to kill each other.
Eubank searched for cracks in the armor, changing levels.
Oh!
And was edging rounds with combination volume.
Ability and punching ability hasn't really shown in the past.
Get right, yeah, get right, yeah.
Now he's got to cover up now, Watson. Miami and Puerto Rico. And the referee, of course, doesn't vote for New Jersey.
I don't bite shots.
However, Watson adjusted to the champion's ragged tempo closer to mid-fight.
Body, obviously.
Oh!
That's the best shot.
So the chess match quickly descended into a wild scrap.
See, Eubank never sustains.
It's never over until the final bell.
Oh.
And the punch is always in there with a chance.
He's lost all control, all composure, real under pressure here.
What a turn on it from Michael Watson.
Oh!
At Highbury. And it's in soccer feet, they must be saying the boy's done well. But so far...
In the endgame, it was the challenger dictating the terms.
It looks like it's going to be a victory for the skill and the power to do it. And there it is. And,
the judges saw it as a narrow victory for Eubank. While Watson had a different opinion. The rematch went down just 3 months later, this time a weight class up at 168 pounds for the vacant WBO belt.
I won the last fight, I know that. Getting Chris Eubank out of the system, beating Chris Eubank is my first priority.
A lot of very shrewd boxing judges were absolutely...
Here's Eubank, man. What's up, man? Get them out. Get them up out of here, bro. Why you letting them wait around? Get them up out of here.
Seen a miscarriage of justice.
The accusations noticeably irritated the previously imperturbable champion.
To be involved in this fight?
Idiot, that's what you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm done with this press conference, man.
Thank you.
Right. Let me go because I'm just going to get off on wet with either.
No.
Part 2 packed Tottenham Hotspur's football stadium and glued a quarter of Great Britain's population to their screens.
A quarter of Great Britain.
This time, Watson crashed into firing range from the outset, forcing exchanges in close.
oh, this good start, Jim. There's some good stuff. Just score yourselves as you go along there. 10 points per round. Proportionate.
Fellow lead off, but both Mike McCallum and Eubank have been the opposite kind of
Eubank, come on, get right, Eubank.
Though Eubank tried to find space,
boxing and already the chance of Watson.
discouraging the pressure with combinations.
Woo! Yeah, back.
A much better fight, Jim.
By the fourth round, he had no choice but to accept his suboptimal fight pattern.
Watson's just not getting to him in this round, they say.
Oh!
And while Mike was instinctively evading counters,
still a very good.
Yeah, well, Watson's in trouble in the front.
and becoming more assertive with each minute,
Maybe that's what Watson's banking on. Just keeping a pace like this, knowing that
Eubank's as good at that, knowing how to take a breather every
I ain't gonna lie,
this was accumulating attritional damage.
first minute or so to get up close, he's got
Plus, the stubborn challenger paid special attention to the torso.
a couple of good body shots. Where have we coped with this? Does he go on his bike or does he throw back some punches?
I ain't gonna lie, Watson, he give me Eubanks a run for his money. I ain't gonna lie.
I couldn't win.
This fight is everything.
I've been beaten by this particular fellow, Michael Watson, for 8 of 11 rounds.
Oh, what a good long right hand there.
He beat me from pillar to post, battered me.
Lolling on the ropes and allowing him to punch and have to be parted.
Really climbing in top here, Red. Here, when Eubank misses, look where he goes.
Yes, he really flounders.
In the 11th round, desperate Eubank went all in.
Gladiatorial, this, isn't it?
That was a good shot from Eubank. Actually shaking his head.
Knock him out! Fuck!
Exerted all his energy.
Back up, ref! Fuck out of the way.
And slowed down.
Eubank has produced his best one, and then he's on the receiving end again, and in trouble!
There it is.
I was momentarily concussed and went down.
He's got plenty of guts, Eubank.
In a fight I couldn't win, why did I get up?
The first clean knockdown he's had in his career.
I got up because it was the right thing to do.
But what action in that round? Oh, Watson just a little bit
first clean knockdown he's had in his career.
That's integrity, that's truth. And that inspires people, and that honors your father's name.
Now, is he going to give him a mandatory 8 count? I thought he would have that after WBO.
Oh!
Eubank had to serve.
He dropped him with an uppercut! Never did he drop him with an uppercut! Yo, what? Bro, he a savage. Nah, he's savage. That's savage, bro. I'm talking about he was, bro, just got knocked down, concussed, got up and hit him with an uppercut. Like, how do you get? Yo, bro, that's the craziest thing bro, what? Bro, this man got up like a zombie. That's insane, bro.
And that honors your father's name.
Crazy.
Now, is he going to give him a mandatory 8 count? I thought he would have that after WBO.
Boom! Sleep!
Eubank had to survive 33 minutes in a scorching hot ring and hit the deck in order to land his first accurate punch of the night.
Boom!
Into the one shot, bang right up through the middle. That was a beautiful shot.
The timely round break
Take the 8 count.
wasn't enough for Watson to recover from the fatal uppercut.
He's forcing them to shake hands, but he looks
He's not, he wobbling, he done. He's done. He's done. He's done.
Eubank has run it out from nowhere, and there's an argument going on over there.
A shocking ending and an even more dramatic epilogue to the confrontation. After the stoppage, Michael lost consciousness and was belatedly taken to the hospital. He fell into a coma and underwent 6 intracranial operations. Michael woke up 40 days later and spent over a year in intensive care. The doctors believed he'd never be able to speak or walk.
Fuck, man. Man, damn, bro. Man, let's watch the video. But why they gotta do me like this in these videos, bro? God damn it. Shout out to him, bro. That's crazy, man. Damn, bro.
Coma and underwent 6 intracranial operations. Michael woke up 40 days later and spent over a year in intensive care. The doctors believed he'd never be able to speak or walk. To help Watson with treatment, Chris donated money and joined a charity.
Bro. Damn, man. That's crazy, bro.
Campaign for which he held an exhibition fight.
Damn, bro.
Become as good as Chris Eubank.
Meanwhile, Eubank still maintained an insane schedule by modern standards, having 5 to 6 title defenses per year.
Damn.
The raw power in his fist was enough for everyone.
Gotta get back right, bro. I gotta get back right, bro. I gotta get back right, man. Fuck, bro. I gotta get back right, man. Shit, that shit fucked me up, bro. Damn, bro. That shit fucked me up, bro. That crazy, bro. That crazy, bro.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
All right, let's lock back in, bro. Damn, bro.
6 title defenses per year.
Oh, right out of the blue.
The raw power in his fist was enough for everyone.
You say, bingo.
Get right, Chris.
Every ring appearance by the
That's
eccentric
crazy,
gentleman
bro.
invariably sparked excitement. The pompous Eubank fed his aura by graciously chipping away at the opponent's kisser.
Eubank, that we saw against Sugarboy Malinga.
Oh!
Certainly more vicious.
With half-step feints and straight punches to the gut, he conditioned
He's
John
straight
Jarvis to
stiff.
worry
I'm
about the
talking
body,
about they coming in stiff and hard.
Good right.
opening him up for a nuke.
Eubank is just waiting.
Oh!
Bang! Knockout. All over.
What about that?
Bang! Knockout. All over.
He different.
Amazed by the Brit's chivalrous manners, the challenger dropped his jaw and suffered a terrifying knockout,
Eubank is just waiting. What about that?
making Chris contemplate the ugly side of boxing.
Well, Michael Watson is still very seriously ill.
Do you blame yourself at all?
Do I blame myself? Yeah, I blame myself because it was me who delivered the punch. Just because the system legalized this business or this sport as
Yeah, bro, they should have stopped the fight, bro. Damn. But it is what
you
it
would
is.
call it. Doesn't mean I'm not to blame. I'm the one who took part. I understood what I could do. It happened.
From this moment on, Eubank's fight ended exclusively by decision.
Eubank's swan song as the WBO super middle champion.
Chris kept his pop.
Eubank's giving him
Bam.
plenty rest.
He be fucking shit, bro. What? Come here.
The uppercut
stiff
was still
too.
on point,
Bum.
He's got lovely right hand point. That was a one.
but he was now going the full distance.
Full marks to Eubank.
After each performance, the champion traditionally addressed his wife
Karen, love you bad coming home.
and expressed words of support to Michael Watson.
Michael, you are the original bad boy, and I pay all my respects to the highest to you.
In October '93, old pal
Shout out
Nigel
to Michael
Benn
Watson,
earned a second
man.
chance.
Damn.
Since their last meeting, the Dark Destroyer had put together 10 wins,
That was a beautiful shot, right? Punch in the fight.
taken the prestigious WBC title, and managed to defend it 3 times.
Now we can do business. Now we can do business. You hear me? Yeah, now we can do business. Are we going to get this fight on?
Nigel is accepted. I accept. I mean, let's do it.
Manchester United
said,
Stadium,
"Let's do
Old
it."
Trafford,
What are you
hosted the
talking about?
rematch. Though tension between the two still persisted,
Do the two of you feel comfortable sitting this close to each other?
I think you should redirect your question to the right honourable gentleman.
I feel comfortable, but I don't like the guy. I feel comfortable.
the atmosphere was noticeably more casual than before.
I'm petrified. Nigel is a very hard puncher. He's a very good fighter. This man he's no joke. This man can fight.
Some money for you.
That was a good move.
Overdosing on sweet talk and nearly catching diabetes, Nigel adopted Eubank's iconic stance in front of 45,000 fans.
That hard,
And
though.
rushed
That's funny.
forward
I
with
ain't gonna lie.
swagger.
Ooh. He basically get hit a lot. I ain't gonna lie. He get a lot.
Chris also wasn't about to ballet his way backwards,
About. Not as though he was coming to do
stinging on the outside.
himself
But
properly.
Eubank hit hard. Oh, oh, oh,
See him maybe knock down a peg or two. But a good right hand lead from you.
Get right. Ooh, them stiff
In the
ones
second
coming.
round, the champions spoiled each other's wives' mood.
Yep, Ben's been caught low as well now there.
Chris proved he had not only a steel heart,
Yes, another low punch there.
but also a cast iron jaw.
Even his movements are sharp. But Ben's
That nigga got a chin of. Don't make no sense, bro.
Oh, good right hand punch there, Jim. Right above us here. He's hurt Eubank. He's hurt.
Absorbing Ben's notorious hooks,
Well, that was a nice shot.
Eubank answered with his own.
Yeah.
He really is living up now to expectations, don't you
Yeah,
think?
this is.
And began punishing the aggressor for wild lunges.
Boom.
in the 6th, he found the right rhythm.
Well, Eubank knows he's the stronger of the two.
Some good punches there, Jim.
Plus, Ben had a point deduction for a repeat violation.
South of the border.
Getting carried away, Chris nearly joined the K1 knockout highlight reel.
Oh!
Heel behind the heel. That's
Boom! Back of the head.
Shot, isn't it?
But already in the 7th stretch, the pendulum swung the other way.
Put some step up. Good right hand again from Ben.
Eubank's get hit too much, bro.
Moreover, as
Knock
the
that
team
nigga
grew,
out.
the
Stop
distance
playing with
shortened.
him. Put him sleep. Nighty-night. Get right. Stiff ones. Stiff ones. There you go.
Inside. He's been throwing little clips around the ears.
Which resulted in a series of phone booth exchanges.
Missing again. Ben, and when he misses...
Answered, of course, by the Daily Mirror and the newspapers this fight.
Nigel built his entire career on igniting chaos in the ring.
He must have plenty left. Just keep that.
This was short-lived.
Good left hook from Ben. I mean, a little bit...
And he wasn't off the mark this time either.
Oh, this...
Oh, good left hook. That's a beauty. See, he's dipped low. He's just looking for the shot. Bang, right on the chin. Look at them.
Again, at a critical moment, the uppercut rescued Eubank.
Chin.
Boom! Yeah, get right. Get right.
He's managing to keep below them.
In the championship rounds, the aristocrat grabbed the slippery initiative.
But Eubank must realise, surely his corner have told him he has it all to do in the last couple of rounds. You don't want Eubank coming at you.
Get him right.
And the 90s gladiators shook the arena to the delight of the roaring crowd until the final bell.
Still tight chance here in the stadium, but here we go.
Eubank slipping on the canvas there. Left hook.
And I'm wondering how you at home have got it.
Right again. He's going to have to spring into life here.
Oh no, he's had that shouting away. There it is. And now we've got
The 12-round marathon of adrenaline fever ended without a winner. The judge's coin landed on its edge, and the epic brawl was declared a draw. Allowing both to keep their championship belts. Don King himself showed up at the stadium. According to the contract, boxing's godfather was supposed to acquire both the winner and loser. But since the fight resulted in a draw, Eubank's current promoter noticed a loophole in the agreements and kept Chris under his wing.
It's bad.
Always in the spotlight, Eubank was recognized as England's most stylish man 3 times. His manners reached a new level.
Hey. Hello, how are you?
All right.
Yeah, good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Who's that? I have no idea. Anyway, now.
And his speeches flowed.
That's how
like
you
a river.
be, man.
You may fool the whole world.
Smooth.
Down the pathway of years.
I tell you, that's that smooth little touch. The older folks, man. I'm telling you, I gotta get that older folks smoothness, man.
Pat on your back and
New gen, y'all,
But your final reward will be heartaches and tears if you've cheated the person in the glass.
In '94, Chris defended his title 6 times and had no issue fighting challengers in their backyards. The courteous cavalier delivered in the entertainment aspect.
the old touch of the ego, isn't it, again there?
And remained an unsolvable puzzle for middleweights.
I'm not sure it's a good thing for Eubank to do.
So I'd have to give it to him. Eubank seems quite happy, but I would better be careful he doesn't give this all the way by a real margin. But this is better.
Already at 28, Eubank had achieved a 41-0 record
What?
with 17 defenses.
At 28 years old, he was 41-0. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's nasty. That's nasty.
And he's waving the referee and Eubank.
However, since that very knockout,
Eubank is just waiting.
Oh, shit.
only one of his 12 fights ended by stoppage.
Oh, right hand.
But even then, after a knockdown, the champion allowed his opponent to recover.
Get right.
And waited for the referee to intervene.
Now, as if Eubank might be on course here for an inside schedule win. I think the gun shield of stories come out there to do that officially. And Dave Paris has...
Despite his relatively young age, Chris had accumulated 325 rounds, or 16 hours of total fight time.
Beloved Harley
16
Davidson
hours.
motorcycles.
In 1995, the wear and tear showed itself against Steve Collins. The Irishman, aptly nicknamed the Celtic Warrior, was throwing heavy leather.
Heavy leather. Ow, ow!
Collins gets through again, he's fast. Very good.
In round 8, he even sat the champion down. Eubank, who had lost balance from a body shot,
Certainly landed with a body punch.
perked up after the knockdown and begged to differ.
Get right there!
And there it is again, right on the button.
Chris played his trump card.
Big right hand, right on the button, and he went down pretty heavily.
And just needed to build on that success.
It is. Good right uppercut there.
But he chose to retreat.
For Eubank, but has he really cashed in on that?
Why? What is he doing?
Eubank barrage, really, for the rest of the round. That has not happened.
Oh!
His trainer disapproved, and the fighters went the whole distance.
Eubank's gotta get right, bro.
Eubank confirmed that a soft heart can dull even a sword's blade, and lost for the first time in his 10-year-long professional career by close decision. It's worth noting in the second round, an obvious knockdown wasn't counted for him.
All right hand, and Collins.
But many were...
How he lost and he knocked him down 3 times, though, man? What's going on? He kept letting the dude get up. I don't know why he was doing that, bro. He shouldn't have lost that fight. Them judges ain't shit.
More concerned with why Chris didn't pull the trigger.
When I knocked him down, I didn't go after him. And the reason I didn't go after him because I didn't want to kill him. But after the fact, I should have killed him. Or let me use different words. His life is not more important than my career. But that's not just me speaking. That is boxers in general speaking. That's the way it is.
Eubank's next 2 opponents didn't even make it out of the first round.
I bet so. He said, man, fuck it. Kill these niggas.
In 97, Chris grabbed the opportunity to return to the top. On 11 days' notice, he agreed to test rising star Joe Calzaghe.
That's for the camera. Is it my turn now? You're right.
You're gonna get knocked out.
Oh, well, I mean, listen, we'll see what happens there.
In a 12-round clash of generations full of knockdowns.
He's had fast knockouts, Eubank.
Oh, he dropped him!
On the deck. He's got up as if...
Tarantino-esque dialogues. And wild exchanges.
But we're just wondering now whether they're being out the ring. Oh, that looked like they were dipping there. And we don't want the lights out accidentally. Oh, what a good scrap there, Eubank. See, he's got to fight his way out of trouble there. And a good rally too by Calzaghe. Wants to finish looking the part.
Eubank passed the torch of Britain's best boxer to the young Welshman.
He was Britain.
Calzaghe would later collect all the belts and ride into the sunset with a 46-0 record, but would always call this night the hardest in his sporting journey.
But it was wonderful to watch, Chris.
Damn.
But is at the end now?
Well,
he's like 30, though.
In retirement, Eubank didn't lose his magnetic charisma. As a national star, he appeared on talk shows.
But, bro, he was like 31! Well, he was getting hit a lot, bro. He was getting hit a lot. If he'd have kept fighting, he was getting hit too much. Like...
Filmed commercials.
I'd recognize it anywhere.
Splendid.
Made cameos in movies.
That according to the theory of aerodynamics,
that's
and
that,
may well be
nigga.
demonstrated by means of a wind tunnel, the bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly.
And inadvertently generated memes.
I want to dance. Let me show you how. It took years to learn how to do that.
Additionally, the boxer engaged in children's charity, built 69 nice apartments for the homeless, and spoke against the Iraq War. For this, he bought a 7-ton truck, which he circled around Parliament with anti-war slogans. However, public life negatively affected family relations. In 2005, Karen filed for divorce,
Knew that shit was
reproaching
coming.
her husband for constant media scandals, legal
Knew that
problems,
was coming.
and excessive wastefulness.
Knew that was coming. Knew that was coming.
Eubank sometimes simply gave money to the
You
needy
ain't the star
and
no
declared
more?
bankruptcy.
She said,
Over time,
what?
Chris got his finances under control.
See, that's what we talking about, bro. What's up with these going, bro?
He designed suits, published an autobiography, and even tried himself as a law enforcer.
I've never seen a cop with a tie before.
Yes, yes.
In 2018, the
Yes,
Englishman
yes.
went to Opelousas, one of America's most crime-ridden cities, where he served several years as a marshal in the police
Okay,
department.
shit. Shout out to him,
Eubank's
man.
children followed in their
Shout
father's
out.
footsteps, inheriting his punch.
Ooh!
Chris Jr. won a world title and even had a 2-fight series with Nigel Benn's son, Conor Benn. The rarest event in boxing when children repeated their parents' fate at the highest level.
That's hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's hard. I ain't know that. That's hard. Shout out to him, man. Great father.
I did my losing.
Legend.
And I did my winning.
Any regrets?
Michael Watson.
Decades after that tragic night, Eubank met Michael Watson.
Come in. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Shout out to Michael, boy. My boy.
Over
Shout out,
years of
man.
rehabilitation, against doctors' predictions, Michael relearned to speak and walk.
Him having to go through what he's gone through and to still be here and to... I can't tell you how sorry.
Fucking real one, man. Thank God. Yes, sir.
That's the only thing I regret in my career, and really, it's...
Move on, Chris. It's all right. It's okay, bro. Let's move on in life. Peace and love. Let's move on. We are born warriors. We are real. God bless you, Chris. One love. God bless.
Damn, man. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Down there had me in tears, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Shit, bro. That's crazy, man. That's insane, bro. But why you retire so early, though, bro?
Chris Eubank forged a path from street hooligan to aristocrat of boxing.
Bam!
Bang! Knockout.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, though, bro. 41-0, 17 title defenses by the age of 28. He underrated. He underrated, I ain't gonna lie, he underrated. He ain't getting many knockouts, this is the thing, bro. I think that's why people don't got him as high. Because he ain't getting that many knockouts. Which is understandable. He wasn't a knockout artist. But he, bro. And I ain't seen him go against too many, like, you know what I'm talking about, them elites. You know? But hey, let me know in the comments where y'all got him ranked there, bro. And let me know how y'all feel about Eubanks, man. I don't know. I don't know. For a middleweight, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, though. I'm gonna see y'all next video, though, man. Okay.